Ernest Hemingway has a famous saying where he said, the best way to find out if a man is trustworthy is to trust him, right? And it touches on a key element of trust, and that is trust involves risk, right? If you are entrusting someone with your time, your money, whatever it may be, there's a risk involved. And if there was no risk, that would be a sure thing, a guarantee, right? We would take that bet in Vegas every single day. But in leadership, we have to trust our people. We have to provide them the right training, resources, right, to be competent and committed in their job that they're doing. But when they're there, we need to move into a delegating style as leaders to let our people be in control of their goals and do what they know how to do. And we found that leaders often think just by virtue of their title or their position that everybody should trust them, right? Just because I'm the boss, you should automatically trust me. And that's not the case. Yeah. Leaders have to first extend trust to their team. Since trust involves the risk, our simple truth says, leaders, you go first. Leaders have to go first in extending trust. And if you struggle with that as a leader because you have a low propensity to trust for whatever reason, and that's a whole separate conversation we could have, which is very interesting, I advocate taking measured steps, right? Find a lower risk situation where you feel comfortable extending trust and do it. Take that risk. 9 times out of 10, people are going to prove themselves trustworthy, right? Nobody, like you were saying, Karen, nobody rolls out of bed in the morning and says, right, I just can't wait to break trust with everybody I work with today, right?
Yeah.
So start small, the old baby steps thing, right? Gradually over time, extend more trust as people show themselves trustworthy. We're not suggesting, willy-nilly blind trust, measured trust based on a person's trustworthiness. And you can learn to grow more comfortable engaging in that risk of trust.
Wonderful.
You want to be careful, though, with trust is that you don't abdicate, because as you trust people, you ought to also make sure that you and they are clear on what they're working on and what good behavior looks like, so that you can wander around and catch them doing something right. Of all the things.
Where have we heard that before?
Yeah, of all the things I've written over the years, if somebody says I'm taking everything away, Blanchard, but one concept, I'd probably hold on to the second secret of the 1-minute manager, which is to catch people doing things right and accent the positive. Most people, when you wander around, they think you come there to catch them doing something wrong. And a lot of times people delegate and then they disappear until something goes wrong, and then they fly in, make a lot of noise, dump on everybody, and fly out. We call that seagull management, and you see a lot of seagulls flying around.